Good morning. It is December 10th, 2019. We are again in Newtown Grant, Pennsylvania. And because this electric box is built into the wall, when they went to change out or install the doorbell, they weren't able to get the transformer into the side of the box without having to cut the wall open. So what they did was they ran a wire up to feed the power to the transformer, hook the transformer into this cover plate. So there's 110 that runs to the transformer. This won't zap you. This is 14 volts leaving and going to power the doorbell. Well, our client does not want this visible. They want it enclosed in something, and they don't actually make a product to do that with. So I had to come up with something on short notice, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to it right after this. So what we got here is a Cool Whip container, and it does fit over it fairly nicely, but it won't stay there. So what I did was I took the lid and I cut it out so that it fits over that. And then this will snap into the lid. But how do we hold it there? Glue, maybe. What I'm going to use is I'm going to use silicone, 100% silicone. And I'm just going to put a little bit on this lip right here so that it doesn't have a lot of squeeze out. And then we're going to stick it on there. Now, here's a lot of fingers. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Definitely not like who's. Now, I got lots of jobs to do here today, but I'm doing this one first because this takes the longest to dry. So you just want to smear it around. Try to keep it off the ends. Get good coverage. It's thick in some places, move it around a little bit. And center it right over that. Now you want to make sure you don't distort the shape of it, otherwise the cover won't go on good. So don't bend it or anything. When you're sticking it on, just stick it on nice and smooth. If it seems like it's going to move, then don't apply as much pressure. Now let that harden. So it takes about 30 minutes for this silicone to sit up and be ready for water to hit it. Obviously no water's going to hit here. We're using it as an adhesive instead. So that's somewhere between an hour or two. We're going to let this set up and cure while I go do some other jobs around here. And then I'll show you what the next step is. Stay tuned. All right, so here's our Cool Whip container. And we are going to paint that the color of the wall. You don't want to paint it after you put it up because it'll end up sealing it shut, and then you won't be able to get it off when you need to. And this is definitely going to take 2 coats. You're not worried about painting the inside of it because you're not going to see that. Doesn't matter what that shows. You want to make sure your first coat that you stick on though covers all necessary areas, including the lip at the bottom. Make sure you got no runs that it'll carry through to the top coat. Once you got that where you want it, go ahead and paint the top. If you don't have a bag, just take a piece of trash bag or something and just rip it up just enough to wrap your brush. You can leave the can of paint open, that won't dry in 15 minutes. So that's what it looks like. All painted and on the wall. It needs a second coat, but it's not drying very quickly. So the homeowner's going to put a second coat on. Cool Whip.
Hey, thanks for tuning in and watching this short little video. Just trying to show you how you can think outside the container a little bit and use some things from around the house to solve common everyday problems. So if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the little bell if you want to see more videos like this. And I'll see you next time.